So the purpose of privacy legislation is about individual rights in relation to their personal information. People have individual various rights in relation to information that organisations hold on them. This includes the right to be forgotten or the right of erasure, the right of access to the data that we hold on them, ensuring the data that we hold on them is accurate, a right of data portability, quite relevant in like telecom spaces, the right to object to profiling, and the right to object to automated processing. Don't expect you to remember this list at all, but I guess what it highlights is that there isn't a prescribed method of people contacting you in relation to various rights they have. So if any of this stuff comes across your radar, where you're in communication with a customer and they mention something in this vein, just come to us immediately. Again, there's timeframes off the back of some of fulfilling these obligations. So not to scare you, but to give you some real impetus behind why it matters so much, is consequences for breach. So there are potentially really serious consequences for breach. First of all, there's brand damage. Once you've lost the trust of your customers, it is a long game to re-establish that trust. I heard someone speak to that recently. It's an expectation of customers more and more. You hear a lot about it. So always worth thinking about that one. There's also regulatory action and lawsuits that can come out of this. And there are the ability for regulators to impose significant fines. So Europe-wide, that is up to 20 million euros or 4% of annual global turnover, right? Whichever is higher. So it's huge. And the regulators in this space are really active. There's been a lot of activity, and that has included significant fines. So you might have heard of some of this, you might not have. A lot of it happens in Europe. That's where the big fines sit, and that's where I guess some of the big activity is. The most highly publicised are probably Facebook. So obviously that has impacted their brand, their trust, their customer trust, and they have millions and millions of pounds. In fact, I think they've got billions of US dollar fines, so multi-territory. So just something useful to sort of start to leave you with is a useful tool to think about privacy. It's the padlock. So think about purpose. Have a clear need for collecting and using personal information where you want it. Think about those things. Accuracy. Make sure that it is accurate, up to date, and fix any mistakes that you become aware of as quickly as you can. Data minimization. Collect only what you need and keep only what you need. So ask yourself, if I need personal data, do I need all of it? Do I need the telephone number? Do I need the date of birth? Do I need to know exactly their address, or would an area be enough? Thinking about minimizing so that we're only getting exactly what we need is important. Life cycle, make smart choices about information while it's in your care and dispose of it safely. So I guess that's working with the tech team, but that even in the old paper, as I've handed you around the register, thinking about stuff floating around, visibility, all that kind of stuff. Openness, so this is really thinking about your customer, be open about how you use personal information. Transparency, consent, those are key things. Control, protect it. Again, don't leave your computers unlocked. Put your screensaver on when you walk away from your desk. Knowledge, tell people why the information is being collected and how long it's being used. Sometimes easier said than done, but just some principles to keep in mind in this space. So now I've got you the colour, so I'm just going to end really with telling you about some resources. So we've just launched the Privacy Hub online. It's worth checking out. You can access it on the links on the left-hand side of the homepage. And we have an email, which is privacy@lesmills.com. So, if you had a concern, you can go to that. You can also come to any of us and at any time. All right. Thank you very much for your time.